first off, what we've done today, we didn't start with this, but I don't want it to go out while I'm on camera, so I made this using this fire steel. Let me see, I don't have an actual camcorder with me right now, so it's just a basic fire steel, and I'm trying to do this while holding a camera with my knees, so forgive me. But basically like that, and it only took me 4 or 5 strikes on some really dry birch bark to get it to where it is now, and feeding it, putting on some more real thin birch bark. Oh, I missed. Oh, hot. I got yelled at for being in a fire last time I had one, so I'm kind of a pyro. But I do have emergency water right there, so if this gets out of hand in any way, I'm going to douse it. I also have a Coke over there if I really need extra. I grabbed this kind of stuff, so I thought I'd need it to help burn, but I'm not going to do much bigger than this, because I really don't plan on being down here all day. It's already about 7:30, almost 8. The main thing that I've done is I made a teepee. I didn't bring a tarp or anything with me. I have a little survival blanket, but that won't cover this entire thing. The leg over here, this one right here that I'm pointing at, is like rotten, and I didn't see that before I made it. And a good way to know if what you're doing is gonna work and help you stay throughout the night. So my phone's right here, and I'll show you, and I'll demonstrate the fail as soon as I get my phone to stay. Okay, so that's on it. So this is me, and if you want to know if your thing is sturdy, you hold on to it, and if you can lift yourself up and hold yourself without any of these collapsing, you're good. You can see this thing just wants to bust. So my next course of action would be to go and get a much better stick and replace that. These other two, I found them dead in this tree line, and I had to cut them. This one was still pretty live, and someone either tore it out of the ground or cut it down. And this one, it's cut down here, I think. I don't know where I cut this one. It might have been right up there, but those two I cut, and this one I found just as is, and I broke off part of the end, I think. Oh no, this was the short one. That's why I cut these. I originally wanted this to be a lot bigger. My fire's going out. I originally wanted this to be a lot taller, but since I had a shorter limb, the weak one, I had to cut these down to size. This, I have no idea. This isn't mine. I came down here with my little sister. She just left a little while ago, and someone rigged up, I'm under this. So someone rigged up a way to stay out of the rain. Not very good in the elements against like coming into you. Looks like they had their little fire storage, and it looks like they found a lot of the dead stuff. They're holding it up with some tree. I think this one's still alive. Yeah, this is a live tree. Looks like they cut part of it off for this, which is that kind of gets under my skin a little bit, and they just wrapped it around there. Okay, yep, fire's out, so I'm not gonna get it going again. I'm only using this area right now for practice before I actually ever do something like this for real life, like going out with just a few things. And I want to be sure that I can do it. So definitely the first thing I will bring is going to be that fire steel, because fire will keep you warm. If you catch anything for food, you can cook it, you can boil water, etc. So here's what we're going to do. I'll put that out nice and well. We're going to over douse it for sure. Okay. So I got this little canteen from Amazon. It was like 40 bucks. And you see that little bag attached by Molly. Inside there it has the cup for the bottom of this, and then a lid for it, so that way you can boil water and etc. and whatnot. I did that once when I was out camping with a buddy. It was kind of like RV trailer park camping, but we were in a tent site. So we had a fire going. I boiled some water. I used it to cook some dehydrated food. I filled this water up with my bathroom faucet, and it tasted terrible. Not doing that again. I will drink the Coke. And so I got some water boiled and whatnot. I'm gonna sit on this log. Okay. That, I'm trying to think. this was mainly all I wanted to do, is I wanted to prove that I could get a fire going, because I tried it at my actual house, and we don't have the resources like this. Oh, we saw a bunny on the way here, by the way. I'm very sidetracked. We don't have birch trees or anything by our house. All we have are big, hard oaks. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to start a fire with giant chunks of oak tree. So I was real lucky to find what I did find to start this. And it wasn't like what you see there, those big chunks. It was, I'm trying to see if I can't find any around me. What's this? It wasn't really like this either, because this is really hard. You can't really squish it well. I think this might be some. Nope. This would be pretty good, though, for starting. This is really dry and would probably catch a spark. I'll see if I can't find some more, and then I'll see if I can't demonstrate making another little fire. I'm only going to burn that. I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm just going to show that a flame will catch if I can get it. Watch, now that I'm actually doing it on camera, I won't get it. It'll be tricky with the camera too. I'll have to find a way to prop it up and hope it doesn't fall. So I'm just kind of looking around all this little area here. It's got a ton of dead birch limbs. This is the kind of stuff. Just this real fine birch bark. It's a little bit thicker, but it might work. Like this kind of stuff, the real thin shavings. And what I did was I took it in my hand and I just kind of crinkled it a little bit to get some more of the little fibers out. That's too big. So this should be a decent size to get lit, so let's go and try that. I am by no means an expert, by the way. I've learned everything I'm learning here from YouTube. So don't quote me on anything if you're in like a life or death situation. Okay, so okay, so it's gonna have a little bit of blur, but I'll know go right here, right about here. Okay, so I got that stuff down, got my little fire steel, and how I did it, instead of doing it out like that, well, I just caught that on fire. I set it on here. I'm gonna move my knife, and I gotta keep it a little bit more cluster. I might need a little bit more fine stuff too. I had a little bit bigger of a chunk than this. You gonna burn? You going? I'm just trying to send as many hot sparks down there as I can. There we go. So yeah. And then once you get that, you can add your little twigs and such. I'll add a little bit just to prove that it keeps going, but it is on the grass, so I'm not going to keep it going too much. So, I mean, yeah.